I think over the years we've demonstrated a need for a centralized office simply because of the inefficiencies that we have presently with operating out of 5 different buildings in 4 different locations. Since 1989, when the 2 school systems merged, there has never been a central office. It's always been a diversified situation for the school system. We had a report done by Dixon Hughes several years ago and recently updated to show that there's considerable savings in the efficiencies of having a centralized office, not to mention just having everybody under one roof and being able to work together and being close by. So I don't think there's anybody that could argue the need. Plus the simple fact the building we're using right now at Long Street has actually been basically condemned by a structural engineer. So the need is certainly there and the timing is right for it. So I think anybody would have a tough time making a case of this not being the right time to go for a central office. The reason for going downtown is after looking at the different scenarios, it's the only one at the time or presently that allows the Board of Education to take advantage of new market tax credits. And we basically can build about an $8 million building for about $7 million. And yes, there are fees involved, but when you compare the conventional financing to the lease purchase financing, the lease purchasing makes the best sense to us, especially since the commissioners told us they had no money. We were charged several months ago to come up with a plan where there'd be no tax increase, there would be no tax revenues that would have to go into this building, and that we would have the ability to pay it back and could get regulatory authority approved. The downtown office is the more logical location for us because number one, it's the county seat. It's where most everybody goes during the day to do business. The county commissioner's building is downtown, the courthouse is downtown, Register of Deeds is downtown, tax offices is downtown. It would only make sense that the central education office ought to also be downtown. Years ago, we had a local architect who looked at the space that we're in now and said, bring us a plan and tell us how many square feet that we need to get our people into one central office and take care of the deficiencies that we have right now. It would not take anybody very long to walk around Long Street or Ellis Street, or Corporate Square for that matter, to see how crowded and overburdened we are with lack of space. We have no storage space. In fact, we're having to rent storage facilities right now. So if we could go into one location and have enough storage space, enough meeting space, and by the way, just build a little bit for the future. The biggest complaint I always get is after you build a school or any building was you didn't build it big enough, you didn't think ahead. Well, we've tried to think ahead a little bit and tried to build for the future, knowing that we will probably never in our lifetime be able to come back and get another building for a central office. So we're trying to build what we need now in a climate that is most conducive for borrowing money and building buildings.